Okay, I've been wanting to make this video real quick about Critical Midnight Mass. It's a show on Netflix, and I want to do a review on my interpretation of what I think it means, because when I was watching it, spoiler everywhere, if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to give context because hopefully you know everything, or at least the general idea of what happened. At first, I was watching, it was really cool. Not knowing what the mystery was, like what was going on, is always cool. It's always better than knowing. Once you know, it's like, it takes away all your imagination, and it might not be a good mystery, right? So the mystery in this case was like an angel vampire. The confusion was, is it an angel and is it a vampire? Or devil, right? I think that's more accurate. It's the devil. Or a bad angel, we'll call it. And then the thing that kind of got me like kind of turned off by the show is like, okay, is this just a Bible story and they injected a vampire in it? Like that would really like defeat any kind of, I feel like any kind of like it becomes a bad story. It becomes like a, what do you call it? Like when you just, it's like, it's not cool. Like, it's like, oh, okay, we'll just take any story and throw a vampire in it, and then it becomes a different story. Like Lincoln Vampire, I think that's one of them. Or take, I don't know, Noah's Ark, throw a vampire in there. It's just like, okay, I mean, I get it. We're intrigued, but like, at the end of the day, it's just a vampire injected into a story. But I don't think that's what it was. I think, here's my take on it. So, it's an island full of people who have problems, who did something wrong, and they're trying to resolve these issues. And then the new pastor comes, and for some reason, he's causing miracles. So I think this is what it was trying to say. So not in any specific order. So number one, it's like you have to learn to let go. The blood, if you drink it, you reverse age, you reverse any sickness you have. You're like the perfect person, but like it's not supposed to be that way. People are supposed to die. People are supposed to get sick, and you can't hold on forever. Like you have to let go. That's the reason the what's his name? Yeah, the pastor even drank the blood in the first place, because he wanted to save his wife. She had dementia. Now she's like a super young. And it's like, yes, you can save your wife if you do a deal with the devil. Like that's what that means. And so in order for him to stay alive and to keep everyone, the people he's saving alive, you have to like drink the blood. Everyone becomes zombies. That's pretty bad. Like that is not what, God is supposed to be, or heaven's supposed to be. So that's one take, letting go. Number two is, I think in some ways the story is saying you shouldn't, perhaps it's not the best idea to take the Bible as literal as the words on the page. Because in some parts it's like saying from my flesh and my blood, like it's saying parts from the Bible, I think, I don't actually know. And then literally they're cutting their arm and drink, my flesh, my blood, and then they're like rejuvenated. So I think that's the second thing I've noticed. Number three is the individual characters. So like, for instance, the lady that was super into church, the super church lady that was like all about God's word and all that, like she was hiding behind her selfish self. She just wanted to be chosen as an angel, or she wanted to be, the most attractive human to God, something like that. Not like sexually, but like the best person in the world. Like she was selfishly trying to do that. And it's like, you can't, just because your actions speak louder than your words, I guess. It's like you weren't ever actually about it. You were just trying to do it for yourself. Because even the pastor realized, like, okay, this isn't right. Like what we're doing isn't right. And yeah, I think that's my take on it. Like, you gotta let go. At the end, I think it's a good story. Like, I think, okay, that makes sense. That's what would literally happen if we took it literally, and there was, devils and angels. And then this whole blood thing, it was like, that was like, and I liked it too, because it's like, it's supposed to be, like the Bible's supposed to be gross. Not gross, but like, it's like strong words, and like, it makes you go, oh. And when you were watching that, you're like, oh, this is gross. And then the courage for the pregnant lady, the once pregnant lady, to cut the bat's wings. Their discussion on death, I didn't really like that. But no answer about death is ever good. That was like a scientific answer at the end about death. But to each their own. Overall, I thought it was good. But for a moment, I was like, is this just a bat, a vampire injected into a story? Yeah, that's it. Peace out.